Hello, good morning. My name is Camilo Perez. I'm a master's student in bioresource engineering at McGill University. And I'm here today to present my business proposal, which is providing electricity to a remote village in Colombia through biomass gasification. So I will start with the problem. Currently, 5% of the population in Colombia doesn't have electricity or off-the-grid electricity, and this has a direct impact in their quality of life. As an example, 18% of the population in Chocó, which is one of the poorest regions in Colombia, doesn't have access to an integrated electrical infrastructure. But why these regions are off the grid? Well, basically, first because they have low density populations, they are far away from urban areas, and mostly because they are far away and have accessibility challenges. And this is affecting 271,000 users. So this is something that we need to address. And one of the most important things of this is that they have high natural resources. And this is my proposal, is to use those natural resources, mainly biomass, and transform that biomass into electricity using a gasifier. So I'm proposing to use this in a remote village in Chocó to provide electricity for the electricity that they need. But first, I want to explain a little bit more what is the gasification process. Gasification basically is transforming biomass into electricity. But what is biomass? Biomass is defined like living or missing living things. And you can classify it into four types. You have municipal solid waste, such as cardboard, paper. You have forestry products, you have agricultural residues, and you have energy crop. An energy crop is a crop which only purpose is to transform it into energy. So I'm proposing to transform this biomass into syngas through a gasification process, and then the syngas transform into electricity using an internal combustion engine. That's my proposal right now, but why is biomass the proposed? Because the studies have shown that this region, Chocó region, has high biomass availability versus other renewable sources such as solar radiation and small hydro potential. So this is what I'm choosing biomass to use as an electricity source for the Chocó region. This is the remote village that I will select, is Nuki. Nuki is in the Pacific Ocean and it has a population from around 7,000 to 10,000 people. It has low electricity coverage. On average, in 2012, they only had electricity for 4 hours a day, so it's really low. The 100% of the electricity comes from diesel power plants, and this raises another issue because due to the low accessibility of this region, they have a shortage of this fossil fuel. And something that we have to take into account is that they have high unemployment rates, so we need to address those topics. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about a little bit more about the budget. Well, this is, as you can see, this is the Pacific Ocean. Okay, now the proposed budget. I divide it into two. One is the one-time cost, which is composed of the equipment that we need to gasify the biomass, the training, and the installation. Training is a really important thing in this project because this is a new technology and the people need to understand it and need to work with it. So I'm proposing training, intensive training program. That way the staff could get used to this new technology and can use it properly. And on the operational cost, we have raw materials, biomass, which is 68% of their annual operational cost. We need to minimize this by developing biomass harvesting in local areas. That way we can optimize transportation costs. Basically, those are the proposed budgets. This is the one-time cost. Only one time we're going to purchase the gasifier, all the equipment that we need. And this will be the operational cost that we will have per year. The staff will be composed of 4 people because we want to gasify the biomass 24/7. And others, we're talking about supplies such as paper, such as materials that we need to run the operation. Finally, I want to discuss the SWOT analysis. Well, the strength is that we have high biomass availability that we can use. One of the weaknesses that we lack a gasification technology knowledge that we need to gain. And we have lack of local suppliers So the gasifier needs to come from outside, and this will increase the cost of the project. On the opportunities, we have a lot of opportunities. We have the opportunity to provide electric supply 24/7 to the region. We have the opportunity to bring local employment because these people can harvest the biomass or can run the gasifier. We can minimize the fossil fuel dependency because we're not going to use diesel, and we can increase the electricity coverage from 4 hours to 24 hours. And on the threats, there's a problem there. On the acknowledgement, I would like to thank Dr. Adamczak and Dr. Dumont, and I would like to thank my reviewers. And I would like to thank you, and I hope we can work together and bring this village a better future.
Okay.
Thank you. And now I will address any questions that you may have.